Hey, welcome to another Dance of the Dragons fight video, where today I'm going to be covering the fight above Shipbreaker Bay. So let's just jump straight into the video. In 120 AC, Prince Lucerys Velaryon confronted his half-uncle, Prince Aemon Targaryen, together with his brothers Jacaerys and Joffrey, when Aemon claimed the dragon Vhagar on Driftmark. The three Velaryon siblings attacked Aemon with wooden swords from the training yard. In the fighting, Aemon broke Lucerys' nose and smacked one of the swords against the back of Jacaerys' head. As the three younger boys scrambled away, Aemon began to make fun of them, calling them the Strongs. Jacaerys, the eldest of the three Velaryon brothers, understood what the insult meant and attacked Aemon once more. Aemon began pummeling Jacaerys savagely. In an attempt to help his brother, Lucerys drew his dagger and slashed Aemon across the face, taking out his right eye. So, in 129 AC, King Viserys died on the third day of the third moon of the year, although Viserys had appointed his daughter Rhaenyra, his only surviving child from his first marriage, as his heir. The supporters of his second wife, Alicent Hightower, crowned instead Viserys' eldest son by Alicent, Aegon II. Rhaenyra and Alicent had a rivalry where Rhaenyra and Aegon would fight over the Iron Throne over the course of the following 2.5 years in the Dance of the Dragons. So during the first few months of the year, both factions began to seek support for their cause. Both Aegon II's Greens and Rhaenyra's Blacks sought to secure an alliance with Storm's End, ruled by Lord Boros Baratheon. Within days of Viserys' death, Dowager Queen Alicent sent her second son, Aemon Targaryen, to Storm's End, to propose a betrothal between himself and one of Boros' 4 daughters, to secure the allegiance. Aemon was uncertain how he would be received, but found a warm welcome at Storm's End, where Boros hosted him feasts, hunts, and jousts. Aemon remained at Storm's End for a while, during which time Lord Boros, feeling Rhaenyra had taken House Baratheon for granted for too long, agreed on a betrothal and gave Aemon a choice of his 4 daughters. The Blacks remained unaware of Aemon's presence at the Baratheon stronghold. Princess Rhaenyra, who asked for the support of Rhaenys Targaryen, believed that Boros would support Rhaenyra, as Rhaenys' uncle and Boros' father, Bormund, had always had a supporter of Rhaenys and her son Laenor. Because they believed their envoy would receive a warm welcome, Rhaenyra agreed to send her second son, Lucerys Velaryon, to Storm's End as an envoy, to personally deliver a message from her to Lord Boros. Lucerys Velaryon arrived at Storm's End before a gathering storm. By the time Lucerys arrived, however, Aemon and Boros were already haggling over dates and dowries. Lucerys found Aemon in the Round Hall, together with Lord Boros, his 4 daughters, Cassandra, Maris, Flores, and Ellen, Boros' Septon and Maester, and 2 knights, guards, and servants, including Sir Byron Swan. Aemon greeted Lucerys with an insult, but was ignored. When Lucerys tried to give Rhaenyra's message to Lord Boros, Aemon tried to grasp it, and Baratheon's men intervened. Upon learning the contents of the letter, Lord Boros scowled, asking which of the daughters Lucerys would marry, if Boros were to do as Rhaenyra wished of him. When Lucerys admitted he was not free to marry and that he was already betrothed, Boros sent him away. Upon that, Aemon drew his sword, insisting Lucerys put out his own eye to replace the eye Aemon had lost a year before. Lucerys refused to fight, however, at which Aemon grew more angry. Baratheon's men kept Aemon inside, as Lucerys was escorted outside, mounted his dragon, and departed Storm's End. Following the departure of Lucerys Velaryon from the Round Hall of Storm's End, Lady Maris Baratheon, one of Lord Boros Baratheon's daughters who had witnessed the encounter between Aemon and Lucerys, mocked Aemon. In return, Aemon asked Boros for his leave. Lord Boros insisted that it is not for me to tell you what to do when you are not beneath my roof. At that, Aemon rushed outside, mounted his dragon Vhagar, and followed Lucerys. Outside, a storm was raging, and Erex, Lucerys' dragon, had problems with staying aloft. Vhagar caught up with Erex above Shipbreaker Bay, where the two dragons battled each other. According to watchers on the walls of Storm's End, blasts of flame could be seen from afar. Although swifter than Vhagar, the storm made Erex unable to outfly the larger and stronger dragon. According to Archmaester Galdwin, whatever battle that followed could not have lasted long. It ended when Erex fell and was swallowed by the sea. 3 days after the encounter, the head and neck of Erex washed up beneath the cliffs below Storm's End. According to Mushroom's account, the body of Lucerys Valerian washed ashore as well. The dwarf claims that Prince Aemon Targaryen cut out the eyes of the boy and presented them on a bed of seaweed to Mary's Baratheon. Other accounts state that Lucerys had been snatched up by Vhagar, who subsequently swallowed him. Yet other accounts claim that Lucerys survived the fall, swam ashore, but suffered from amnesia and lived the rest of his life as a simple-minded fisherman. In his true-telling, Munkin claims that Lucerys died with his dragon, a fact which Archmaester Galdwin agrees with, claiming that Lucerys' body was never found. For his role in Lucerys' death, Aemond was henceforth known as Aemond the Kinslayer. Although Aemond was scolded by the Green Council upon his return to King's Landing, King Aegon held a great feast and celebration. Lucerys' mother, Rhaenyra Targaryen, was broken by Lucerys' death. Rhaenyra's husband and uncle, Prince Daemon Targaryen, learned of Lucerys' death and exacted revenge, sending a raven to Rhaenyra informing her, an eye for an eye, a son for a son. Daemon then arranged the murder of Prince Jaehaerys Targaryen, the eldest son and heir of King Aegon II. In the presence of his siblings, his mother, Queen Helaena Targaryen, and grandmother, Dowager Queen Alicent Hightower. So what did you guys think of the fight above Shipbreaker Bay? Please let me know in the comments down below. Have a great day or night wherever you're currently watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.